Hey Kyle,
Hey Keith, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Still
I
basking in
was
the glory of that April Fool's prank?
I cannot believe that all 10 of them bought it. Every single person. Well, I don't know if Dan even saw it,
Yeah.
but everybody else completely 100% bought it. I want to know, were any of you actually excited about that change? Because I am judging you if you were excited about that change. That was the worst league idea I've ever heard of. Kyle and I had to redo that video.
So
I
many
don't
times.
know. I don't know how many times because we couldn't even get through a sentence saying that whatever Creed song was the greatest song. We couldn't even get through it.
I was literally
Um,
looking over my computer with the mute on, so that
well, fortunately, we are not ever changing from a Star Wars themed league because,
kind of ruins next year's April Fool's joke.
yeah, no. Um, but we are ready for some rankings. I've spent a extravagant amount of time on a spreadsheet looking at ADP and dynasty trade calculator ranks and yada yada, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle and I have a list. We have a list, and it has some tiers, and so we're ready to share the tiers with you.
Now, disclaimer: it doesn't account for rookie picks. So if you have rookie picks or a lot of them, um, obviously your ranking's not completely accurate, but it's a start. It's kind of what we're going to start with.
And because we don't have Kyle said that beforehand that this is an objective ranking on the spreadsheet. It's not. It's subjective by a bunch of other factors, how people are drafting. It's subjective based on which lists we're pulling from for rankings. So I think that the best way to do this is in tiers rather than actual ranks because it's kind of fluid and a lot's going to change after the draft. So all that being said, as a disclaimer, we are going to start with our tier
Four?
Tier four. Okay. Tier four has 3 teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
These are faithful fantasy football legends that we love, but you are in tier four. Legends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, do you remember who's in tier four?
Yeah, we got Mr. Dan Brinkman, Mr. Butt Fumbler himself. We have our beloved Jeff. Everyone loves Jeff.
Otherwise known as Griff.
Yep. And we got Blake, Mr. Everything for Kyler.
Everything for Kyler.
Anything for Kyler.
All the picks. The Murph DeLorean. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's our tier four, and it could go in any order there.
Yeah.
The model said a certain thing, but we think that they could go in any order.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the biggest tier. This tier has
4 teams.
4 teams. 4 teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the you might make the playoffs tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could make some noise. And
you could win the 1.01.
You could.
Yeah.
Good.
So
in this tier, we have me, Ryan, Sunshine, 00 Sunshine. We have Weisman and Connor, otherwise known as Chade.
The runner-up.
And it wasn't in that order, in case you're wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed it all up.
Random. Yeah.
Tier 2. Do you remember who's in tier 2?
Yeah, tier 2.
3 teams.
We have Wally. We have Weissman. And we have Carlos. Nope. We already mentioned Weissman. We don't have Weissman.
Yeah.
We have Russ, Carlos, and Wally.
That's right. Kyle is anticipating that Weissman's going to make a huge jump up into the next tier.
He's got a lot of assets that aren't on his team yet.
That's true. It's true. But yeah, Wally, Carlos, and Russ. Carlos, you'll be happy to know that my model liked your team a lot.
Yeah. They're not last this year, so that's good.
No, not last. No one's laughing at your team. It's a good squad. Same with Russ and Wally. These are good teams. These are the teams that are contenders. These are the teams that are contenders, which leaves only 2 teams in the top tier. And it wasn't close. Tier 2 is a big break from Tier 1 because these teams are poised to win it all. Kyle and Wolliver. Your teams were the defending champ and potentially the challenger. Your 2 teams are way ahead of every other team based on the number of factors that I input into the spreadsheet, which are subjective, obviously, but got a lot of depth, a lot of talent by a lot of different metrics. So Kyle and Mark up on top in Tier 1.
Doesn't mean anything, though, if you don't win the ring. So
it doesn't. Or the trophy in this case.
The trophy, yeah.
Yep.
Came so that's last year, but Julio got me. 50-point game or something like that.
I did not even come close at all. So that's it. That's all we got for you guys. It was a quick update here, but we'll shift them around after the rookie draft, and it should move a couple people around. We'll see what happens.
Pretty significantly. There's some pretty good values.
Yeah.
Even on the trade calculator, you see a lot of these players are in the high 20s or even 30s.
Yep.
Depending on the quarterback, there's some really good talent there. So
there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time.
When will we start our draft?
I think it's only appropriate, Kyle, that a Star Wars themed, not a Creedleback themed league, would start on May the 4th. May the 4th. Man, that's really hard to say. May the 4th, Star Wars Day. So we will start at some time to be determined on May the 4th.
It's a Monday, so clear your schedules, take off work, whatever you have to do.
Just stay home. Don't go to work that day. That is an official CDC recommendation.
Not that you're going to work anyway, hopefully.
All right. Well, stay well. May the force be with you always. And we will catch you guys with an update after the rookie draft.
Yeah.
If not before, we'll see.
Maybe before. Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Blame Kyle if you didn't like your rank.